officer, and that is my section. Now, as we are organizing the machine, I would love us to take note, because somewhere there we shall reach a point of reactions, and for the interest of time, I would suggest we have reactions on point 4, point number 4, which is the communication from the chairperson. We shall have something to react based on his communication. So I believe members are noting down when someone is communicating, we note some inquiry, supplementation, and the likes. So we expect to have reactions on point number 4, which is communication from the chairperson. When we go to point number 5, which is presentation from the relations officer, which is the next point, we shall expect reactions to come from there. Even in point number 6, we expect reactions. Presentation from the treasurer, we expect reactions. Then, when the commercial officer joins us and communicates, we shall expect still reactions. Thank you so much. So without wasting time, let's push on to item number next, which is the communication from the relations officer. As I said earlier, my name is Lambert Eshebu, and in this community, I serve as the relations officer, and I'm going to have some presentations to us. The first step is the introduction. As we are seeing in the projector, a public relations officer. We have the definition there, and it reads, a public relations officer is a specialist in the building and maintaining a positive image of the company, which means I work as a link. My responsibility is to join the savings group or the circle with the members and the outside community. Meaning, if a member has an inquiry, any idea that you need to know from the circle, that you need to know to bring to the circle, it is the relations officer's responsibility to receive those ideas and gives it to responsible people, for example, the executives. So I work as a link between the circle and the outside community. When we take the next slide, the public relations officer, now the public relations officers are often the first contact for organization seeking for reach out in an informed way. Meaning, if a member needs to get an information from the circle, the first person to contact is the relations officer. As the word says, I relate. The next step is, now this is how they operate. For example, when I'm spreading out the information, I can use the press, the media, as we are doing now. We are serving as an example, we are using the press. So I can use the press release like this, going live on TV, going live on YouTube, and members can see in our program. I will seek to be guided whether it is okay for him to introduce now, or he introduces during his time of communication. I seek to be guided, members. Thank you so much. We have agreed our dear guest will introduce during his time of communication. Our dear guest, we are now in for presentation from relations officer, and we are still continuing. The other point we are saying, we say when you deserve the race, we explain that one in terms of clarity, when seeking guidance in times of trouble, interacting with the fellow member. When the members have inquiries regarding feedback or suggestions. So we are saying a member can still approach a relations officer when you have that burning issue that you think it must be answered for you to be okay. So you approach a relations officer. If he can give you a good feedback, it is okay. If not, he can still forward it to a responsible person within the group. The other point that we can raise to a relations officer is when a member wants to put or introduce another member. We are saying we are still developing and we want to develop. And to what I know, the OBs and OGs of Father Kiggen will keep coming as long as the school is still existing. I want to pray to God that let this school still be in existence, so that we still have more and more OGs being recruited. So we are saying a member can approach the relations officer when you have a member that you want to recruit, to bring in, to join us. Then we are saying, remember in our heading we say how to approach and which kind of points to raise. Now this is how to approach. We are saying in our NP. Our NP says this can be done as a members. For example, I am the chairperson and I have my responsibilities as a chairperson. But am I fulfilling my responsibilities as a chairperson? We don't want to have dormant leadership. When we have dormant leadership, then we shall not reach where we want to be. So that is one point. For us to develop, we must have active leaders. Then, accountability is one of the key issues. Our dear head teacher will give us an example when that time comes. Accountability is one of the key points in any organization. For example, we make some contributions, but when it is not accountable, when it is not put into good considerations, then the members will always split. That's why we are always seeing cliques developing from a big group. We shall always find members saying, but then they did this, what happened there? So we need clear accountability. Then consensus and the orientations. The consensus, we should always come together. For example, when we have a meeting, a member raises an idea. It must be answered to someone's fulfillment. That is another point that we will have to put in mind for us to develop. The other one, efficiency and effectiveness. In whatever we do, we have to do it right. Respect of rules, policies, and regulations. We have a constitution that guides each and everything that we do. But we respect it. For us to develop, we must respect our rules and the regulations that we put in. The other one, the knowledge and skills leadership, knowledge and skill leadership, and management. Marketing strategy. We have to have the marketing strategies. Collaboration with government agencies for funding. On this point, our dear guest who has just come, once again, I recognize your presence. This point directly comes into you. We are seeking to collaborate with government agencies. And it is a stepping stone, and our stepping stone starts with you. So we need to have collaborations, and of which we shall be guided on how to do it. The other one, making use of the data and knowledge of members for proper management. This one now comes to the treasurer. That we need to have proper records of each member that joins us, and the records for effective use. For example, there is a member that you can see that when so and so borrows a loan, he doesn't pay in time. That's why we need records of, so that you follow up. The other one, providing timely and next presentation, and that is from our treasurer.